The fourth wall.
Hey, what is up? Welcome to the Dirt Sheet Radio Dynamite post-show recap. This is running concurrently, parallel to whatever you want to say with Rampage. So hopefully you're watching this in picture-in-picture. Hopefully you got this on some screen, some device, whatnot, while you're watching Rampage. But I am Nick, and I'm joined by some of my boys. Introduce yourself, fellas. They're muted.
Fucking muted mics. Holy shit. What up, everybody? It's
there we go.
Sparrow, and my camera is dead.
We are here, and we are alive.
And that's Caesar. So what up?
I totally don't have Rampage running on my other monitor while
lucky
doing this.
you.
I should put it up on another screen, but I'm an idiot, and I didn't think of that until you said it out loud. So I missed all of it. I did see the Best Friends versus fucking Don Callis family tag match. That was actually really good. But no, if we had done a Rampage post show, it wouldn't have started until 15 minutes after Rampage, in which case we would be really late. So we're here now. Let's talk about that main event, fellas. The TNT Championship match. Adam Copeland defeats Christian Cage to win the AEW TNT Championship.
Let's freaking go.
I had a fun time with this match. I know, Caesar. I know you are our current Canadian fella.
Hey.
I know you enjoyed all that shit.
Oh, there was so many stereotypes in that match. Good ones though. Very hockey.
It's okay
oriented.
because they're both Canadian. They can do that.
I told some people in the Dirt Sheet page, if we need hockey translations, I'll do them tonight. So I'm here.
So that was cool.
Board.
So no, look, for real, that's a unique perspective. Like as a Canadian, all these Canadian references and everything. How did that feel? You guys don't always get that unless it's like Shawn Michaels blowing his nose on your flag or something.
No, it was awesome, honestly, because like as a hockey fan, I was watching all the parts that were very like hockey oriented, and then the parts that were like match oriented. So I got both sides of it, and then of course just the straight on Canadian stereotype parts. So you know, it's gotta represent. Gotta represent.
Big pop for the hockey fight in the penalty box. I was like, this is ridiculous. This is freaking something only some vets can do, and I'll laugh at because I don't think
clarify
you guys would have fucked that up.
Let's clarify. I won't name drop, but somebody was saying apparently it was a hockey team and a baseball team. Let's clarify.
That was
Toronto Maple Leafs.
I don't watch hockey, so I fucking.
No, I'm just clarifying because this person was super gung ho.
No, what happened was I was covering the fucking show on the page, and I posted the picture of them brawling in the penalty box, and I fucking called Edge's jersey a Blue Jays jersey.
Yeah, but the person was like, how? And it's like, you do realize it's two hockey teams.
Because I don't fucking watch hockey. I don't know anything. I don't watch sports. I don't watch that freak
sports
shit.
wrestling.
Only real wrestling.
Sports ball.
Sports entertainment.
We appreciate too, like just first the crowd during that whole match because we had them singing Metalingus Alter Bridge. That was iconic. And of course, them playing along when Christian came out to interrupt that. And then on top of that, standing ovation right when the match starts for these two legends.
It was good. That was awesome.
How cool was this standing ovation, though? For
it's
real.
well deserved too, because when you think about it, a couple years ago, this match was never going to happen.
No.
Who would have thought that in 2024 this match was possible?
So much color.
They were going crazy though. They basically had a full on pay-per-view I Quit match. Like
basically,
like how long was that? Like 20, 25 minutes? Like every minute.
Oh yeah, and they made every minute count too.
They ran overtime too.
They ran over.
Exactly.
You're
right into Rampage. Technically, we shouldn't even be covering it.
Fucked me up for a second. I forgot there was gonna be a Rampage, and I was like, did this just end? Like I have Fight TV. I imagine I would have gotten to finish it, one way or another. But on like TNT and shit, TBS, I was like, what the fuck? And then 5 seconds later, Edge just shoving spikes up Christian's glute,
right in the hockey balls.
Under the balls. Those are spikes. You would imagine they don't just hit the balls. And if Christian's punctured, they should do like a kayfabe medical update because those are spikes to the balls. We shouldn't even see him. We shouldn't even see him for weeks.
Fellas, dare I say that Adam Copeland put an end to the patriarchy?
It feels like it.
Back to Olive Garden.
I'm just saying, when you come to the perspective of Christian's cages.
Oh fuck! I didn't consider that. Good one, Nick. It went right over my head.
Also,
I'll be here all week, folks.
Does his chair have a name? Because I know we had Spike with Cope. Does the chair have a name?
I would hope. I would prefer not.
Freya.
Okay, good. Freya. Wow.
So what do you got? How do you see Edge as TNT champion? Where do you see that going? Is this Edge and Christian thing over?
For now.
It's one of those things with Christian. It's not over until he says it's over.
Well,
and on top of that, too, exactly. And on top of that, I could easily see them doing something where Copeland, as a thank you for Garcia, helping him, that he'll give him a shot. And like you said, Caesar, I could see them bringing this back as the Open Challenge title, having the Cope Open every week. I think that'd be solid. But I want to say one thing too here. You had two legends in this match, and that standing ovation proved it, that these two guys wanted to show why they belong in the main event spot, as well as with all of these, up and coming names, people like Swerve taking over. And then on top of that, you got Mercedes and Ospreay and Okada coming in. And I think they want to showcase why they are the legends that they are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I kind of want this to be over for now, at least. Like, I don't want to see a fourth Edge and Christian match right now. I don't want to see that for like fucking half a year. I don't know, 6 months. I would like Edge to just be TNT champion and do what they're gonna do next with him. I want to see him do something new in AEW. I don't just like. I understand he's had matches with people that he hasn't wrestled before, but I want to see him have a new story with. And somebody. I think I I don't know, but he did get he did insult the EVPs at one point, and Eddie Kingston had on the same episode, and Eddie Kingston got into it with them immediately. So I wonder if after because fucking Okada is champion, we're gonna talk about that, so they'll be steered clear of each other for a long time. I have no clue what Edge is gonna do then. Edge will cement his legacy as TNT champion by changing all TNT programming to Blue Bloods reruns.
Yeah,
it just is about to happen now. Just in Canada, not in the US.
They ain't giving shit else anyway. It's just reruns of old movies and Charmed. If they still do that,
woo! Let's go.
I had a lot of fun with this, though. Ultimately, it was big. It was a fun ass match. I had someone tell me it was sloppy. I thought, well, that was the point. Like, it's I Quit. That's like
it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be messy and fun and rough.
The one part I think that I would say kind of sucked for the crowd was when they got into the small hockey fight by the Titantron with the net, because you could hear them saying, "I can't see shit." Like
that's sad.
That's the only part
that
that sucks about it. but the rest of the match was wild.
Depends on where you're sitting at. If you're on the floor, like I've been on the floor, and you just hate all the spots that go off the ring into the floor.
What is that?
I can't see anything, and the screens are not like showing for some reason.
Yeah, just coincidentally in that moment.
Get back to the match though. What y'all agree? Good match, fun times.
I'll just say it in English. It was good. I won't use Canadian translations.
Silvino Molina says Edge versus Kyle Fletcher, Okada, Konosuke, Hobbs, Murderhawk, and Garcia again. Give him those great matches.
I dig it.
Hell yeah.
I'd like to see him and Fletcher. That'd be pretty sweet, actually.
I like to see Edge with a bunch of the young guns, but like I said, I want to see him involved in like a story with somebody new. So I'm looking forward to that. But if that's all you gentlemen have to say about the main event,
I can go on for like an hour.
Absolutely. Like one of the things too, they did the trope of Copeland like going through like the staging area while like Christian's on the floor. So it makes you think that he's going to be doing something crazy, and then all of a sudden he brings out the net, which was crazy,
that was
but in
so
a completely
awesome.
Different way.
That was so Canadian. It was great.
Absolutely. I love that. We had to appreciate that moment.
So I guess bringing it back to the opening of the show, I said it as if I was going to move a lot faster than I did, and it didn't happen. Boom! The show opened with a promo from the CEO. I'm really happy to see Mercedes here. I'm glad that she brought the jacket thing over from Japan. Like I'm sure she got that. She looked at all the girls that started. And
She
like, I'm
looked like she was going to fight
a
tonight.
jacket. I'm getting me a jacket. Absolutely.
That's the whole budget right there.
So she comes out and she cuts the promo, and they do like it's like, I swear it was like a tongue-in-cheek, here's your video package, you fuck. Like for all the people that were complaining about why are we getting video packages about the new people, they give you a video package about the most obvious person that you definitely know about. Like you fucking that. Like so spiteful and petty, and I love it and I live for it.
Someone's always going to be angry about something. Always.
So the fucking lights go off. They come back out. Julia and Sky Blue. Mercedes is gonna get her ass whipped. Out comes Chris Statlander and Willow with like one of the biggest fucking.
Yeah, I was wondering about that too.
Why is it so large? Is it her hands? Does she have like small hands? It's like an Andre-sized chair. Look at that.
Bigger than my future.
Very special chair. That's Paul White's personal chair backstage.
I think this is a mistake. I don't like Willow as a heel. Like, what are we doing? What are we even doing? We haven't got nearly enough. We didn't take this bubbly Willow Nightingale thing to its limit, like to as far as it can go, and we're already throwing it away for her to start teasing this aggression. I mean, I guess I don't know. Maybe it's just me. What do you guys think?
I wanna play Adam Cole advocate here. Shout out to everyone that get that. I'm gonna play Adam Cole advocate here, baby. I think that maybe this is one of those little segments where Willow ready to go, ready to attack Sky, ready to attack Julia, and Mercedes, she turned around way too slow, by the way, and that
and left Willow standing there so long.
That was so awkward. So I think that's what kind of made it more awkward than it should have been. If she turned around faster, I think it would have easily come off as just like, this wasn't meant for you. This was meant for them, you know?
Oh, that's a good point. Maybe, but because it looked like she was getting ready to kill her.
Yeah.
He was like, I want her dead now. Like, whoa, wait, Willow, what happened? I thought it was all good. Like, relax.
Shit's
so
with the fan.
I guess to address this segment that comes later that follows up on this, so I'm so sorry, brother. Silvino Molina says Willow's great as a face. No heel, please. I agree.
Yeah,
David Harris is Willow grabs
that comment too.
Distribute chair. But Silvino asked a good question. I thought Serena Deebs was cutting a promo for the CEO. Do you think the CEO should have fought this week versus Deebs? Yeah, I think that Deebs should have been the feud. Yeah. Like I thought Deebs should have been the first feud. Why is she out here playing with the spooky girls? Damn it.
The spooky girls.
Who should be busy doing their own thing anyways.
You know what the thing is though, and it's like They spent the last year building these specific girls, like these 4 girls and Toni. It's Julia Hart, it's Sky Blue, it's Chris Allen, it's Willow Nightingale. They've all were featured separately and at different times, and now they converge to be there's like the foundation that AEW is preparing for Mercedes. And I'm like, fuck, I hate this, but I have no interest in this. I wanted to see her come in and have like bangers. Like I wanted to see her wrestle in AEW. Like that's what AEW is. You feel me? I wanted to see her have good stories with good wrestlers first, and then you could have done the spooky shit after she proved herself to all the AEW viewers that want to know why they paid her so much. Not me. I already know how much she's worth. I've seen her in action many times.
One whole dollar.
But you hear the bullshit like, oh wow, I don't know what's so great. Having a match with Serena Deeb would have been the perfect way to show what she can do in the AEW environment, and then we could do all the story shit. Like, all right, whatever.
Take down the gatekeeper. She should have been up against one of the gatekeepers.
Her or Britt.
Still say it should have been Britt, but I don't know what Britt's health situation is, so I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I wish it was Britt. Mm-hmm. But I know for damn sure that Serena Deeb is right there.
She's in catering.
She's right there. Josh says Deeb is Lance Storm. Great wing work, but plainer than a vanilla ice cream. Let's say I agree with that. I still think that they could have done Deeb versus Mercedes like off the bat. You could have done that this week. You know what I mean? Like they could have set it up. One promo, one segment that get that match out the way. It's fucking 15 minutes. Right. Gave the ladies an awesome match, very athletic. That would have been how I would have done it before getting into this awkward spooky shit. Like I don't know, that's just fuck me. Yeah, Sylvina says Britt would have been great too. I miss her. I miss her as well.
Please come back.
So later on in the show, they run into each other backstage, Mercedes and Chris. Mercedes is real friendly with Chris, but she goes up to Willow like, what do you like? Get the fuck out of here. Like, like which I was so glad that she didn't play ignorant babyface after Willow stood there for so long with the chair. Like, there's no way you can sell confusion. She wanted to hurt you. You should not be not kind to her at all. So I was really happy with that. It's the little things.
I still love too. Like Stokely wanted to introduce himself.
He was dedicated with that one.
He got left behind. Did we have it?
Yeah, he got left behind.
I saved the picture on my phone and I didn't put it up here, but he left a great face that's just like a perfect meme. So they followed up.
Of great faces to make a perfect meme.
That's what.
Oh yeah.
What face are we talking about?
Okada, he was making some great faces this whole match, all match long. I'm sure it was probably. I think I popped some of them in here.
Let me pull some up. We had Kazuchika Okada versus Eddie Kingston. Look at my boy.
The hell?
It was Eddie Kingston. Was he selling something or was he in pain? That man looks like
in pain early on too.
Pain. Like he looked like his back. Like it looked like it was his back. Like
and his shoulder.
I was like, shit, it's not that the match was rough. It's that it looked like Eddie was having a hard time. It looked like he was in pain. Maybe he was just selling awesomely. Like maybe he's great. He's a great wrestler.
Maybe it's both.
He could have fooled me.
If anyone's gonna mix, like Caesar said, if everyone's gonna mix both real pain and selling, it's gonna be Eddie Kingston.
100%. He him and Okada. I mean, they had a fine match. It was Okada. It was. I don't want to say it was like amazing, but it wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen either. It was like a plain 3.5 star. It really heated up at the end there. Maybe you guys disagree. What do y'all think?
Someone's gonna hear that and be offended.
I mean, possibly. We got opposite opinions. I don't mind being pushed back. I enjoy it actually.
Caesar, you're gonna push him back there?
No.
Oh, that's fucked up.
All right, I'll push back here. I think it was a great way to open up the show. We have an opening with the title change and then you have the end of the show with that. So I thought that was a fun way if you're gonna have the titles change hands that you do it at the start and the end of Dynamite. But I thought it was cool too the way they presented it as Mad King versus Rainmaker, and I really appreciated the Tony Khan cameo there with Matthew and Nicholas Jackson watching in Gorilla.
Did it seem
that was actually
delayed,
funny? Tony Khan with the pencil in his hand too. Booker man, I was like, okay, look at you. Fun stuff though. Okada winning the title.
Kazuchika Okada.
Kazuchika Okada becoming the Continental champion was it was so early. It was wild to me, but I kind of saw it coming. Fucking it's like Okada probably should never be not champion in AEW. I think that he should look naked without a champion. I think we should be uncomfortable when he doesn't have a belt. I think a year from now we should be like, remember those 2 weeks when he first came to AEW and he didn't have a belt? What a weird image.
It was a dark time for AEW.
It was a fucking weird time, man. The company was in the mud. Okada didn't have a title.
Just before the match, the Alex Marvez interview was pretty funny. He's like, you understand Japanese? No, get Duolingo. I'm like, holy.
Those segments with Marvez, the Bucks, and Okada are gold. It's the most I've ever cared about an Alex Marvez segment.
Alex Marvez.
So Vito says Okada and Kingston was better than I thought it would be, and Okada plays such a great asshole. I mean, heel. Eddie makes me believe he doesn't belong in wrestling, which is great. That's actually a good point. Eddie Kingston looks like he walked in from the store, cigar in mouth,
random from like downtown.
Champion. But we need people like that. So I enjoy that. I love that shit.
Downtown Canada.
Street fight brawler.
David Harris says nothing but love for Okada versus Kingston, but my uncle walked in and asked, who the fuck are these guys? I said Okada. He said the baseball player. Wow. Understandable. They haven't been on American TV very long, especially Okada, who got here like 2 weeks ago. Ed Kingston, who's been on American TV, AEW only for a long time. No real time in the WWE.
No.
But shit. You know what? I don't like this belt. I don't like this belt. I don't know. I'm a belt guy, man. I love belts. I love championship belts. But Okada holding this thing up, it was like the most plainest shit. Like it looks like he's holding up like a fucking indie, like one of those belts you get made for $2,000. Like I don't like this at all. It doesn't befit Kazuchika Okada. Look at this plain shit on him.
I feel like it needs like a dash or two of different colors on it.
Maybe a heel turn for the belt.
God, something. They've done it. They've changed belts really fast before. I would hope that maybe they felt that to themselves. We'll see though. Adam Cole story time with Adam Cole, baby.
Hey.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Sounds like a dad.
That is a dad.
Oh, I'm so
son. I'm gonna
sounds like you. Sounds like my dad all the time. No, man. But so he basically says Wardlow failed them, but he can make up for it by basically defending Roderick Strong and making sure he doesn't lose the belt and the kingdom as well. I'm never going to be on this shit, on this story right here. Like I'm just never gonna attach to it. Adam Cole Wardlow thing. Wardlow should not be involved in this. Wardlow should have been doing something else for so long, but now there's so many other people that are on top of him. Like he will never get back to that level, I believe. And this is not gonna help him.
Oh man, this is the worst time to lose your momentum and have your Jets cool. They just brought in Kazuchika, who's now a champ. They just, got Ospreay being the greatest. They have so many different people that are rising upwards through the ranks, man.
Then there's Wardlow.
I'm never gonna not be disappointed in how Wardlow's time in AEW has turned out so far. David Harris says Adam Cole reporting live from the set of Factor Fiction with Jonathan Frakes.
Wow.
Yeah, so Venus says, I want Wardlow to go crazy on everyone in the kingdom. That'll probably get him face points. Absolutely. Yeah, it'll be a cool moment, but then what are they going to do next? Unless they go
Same
through...
thing of nothing.
He'll form his own faction.
This might be like... Yeah, I love Roderick Strong. I love Adam Cole. I think maybe the only possible way to put Wardlow even close to the top of the card would be for him to just destroy them all, and not just in a segment, like really bad. Like he would have to bury them, like he did MJF, but 5 times to all of them. And that's not really possible, is it? Like, I don't see him doing that. I mean, he could. I don't see the wrestlers being happy with that, but he could.
I think I just figure something out to get Wardlow back out there, because this is a consistent thing for him too, unfortunately, where they keep ruining him. They keep having his jet school. He just does nothing, and they just keep him stagnant. And it's really sad because he was set for greatness, especially like looking at everything that he was meant to be after breaking off from MJF. And they've just never reached that potential with him. And it's really sad.
Like I said, I can complain about it for fucking hours, but
oh, War Dog.
Wardlow should be the leader of a group, not a lackey, says Silvito. Yeah,
man, he's a glorified errand boy right now.
Pretty much.
He's nothing but a heater. That makes me sad.
Just gets paid to show up.
After that, we had the boy Will Ospreay make his way out. Listen, this dude, man, he's got such top guy aura. Whenever he's on the screen, it feels like it's something important is happening.
He's so excited. It's great.
You really need that. You really need that in his company, bro.
Oh, I agree completely.
He feels like must-see TV to me. I hope they don't lose that aura. I really do. He comes out and he cuts this great promo about how Brian said, he can't walk in my shoes. Which, by the way, what a fucking promo from Brian. Like, what a response promo. Will Ospreay says he's not ready to die for this. Well, I already did. Like, you're not ready to die for this? I already did, brother. You're not gonna do nothing to me. Ospreay says, of course, he says I can't walk in his shoes, bruv. I was in Japan where you always wanted to be, bruv. Your shoes are too small for me, bruv. So he challenges Kazuchika Okada in Japanese. Excuse me. Fucking Katsuyori Shibata.
Whoa.
Right? No more Ospreay Okada matches for a little while. Make me want it.
Just a little bit.
Save it.
He challenges Shibata in Japanese, which is really cool.
That
was English.
That was very cool. And then he's basically tweeted too, like it's been 7 years since you beat my ass, right? You showed me in defeat that I was made of cement. I wouldn't fall. So time to return a favor, bro. I'm down.
Got something to fight for now.
This is gonna be excellent. I can't wait. I cannot wait. What is this? At next week's episode of Dynamite, why is it so damn stacked? Jeez.
Honestly.
And hey, it's still in my part of the world.
That's
it's
true.
just been what a streak of Dynamites, man. What a streak of Dynamites.
We're spoiled up here.
Oh, it's been solid.
It's crazy. Every week. Like every
I'm getting
week.
a case of beer for next episode.
Every fucking week, man. Look at these guys. Look at this. Just look at that graphic.
And it's
That's
on
real.
Cable.
This is great. What a time to be a wrestling fan. 100%.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. No cap. Oh God, as the kids say these
Up
days.
here we say no toque. Up here we say no toque.
Excellent promo from Ospreay. Did you see all the people get mad at Dave Meltzer for saying he thought Will Ospreay was better than Cody? How could he say that? How could they say that? How could
They're
he say that?
offended.
How can he say that? I don't let me get started. Don't let me start talking. I might say something you don't want to hear.
Codyverse.
Into the Ospreay verse, bitch. If you honestly want to know, if you honestly know what I want to think, if you honestly want to know what I think, I'm not gonna tell you, but I will just say, anytime you see Cody do that fucking Cody color, remember who the fuck he got it from, all right?
Just give up that one, marinate. You.
Hook defeated Chris Jericho
Lionheart
by pinfall.
It's Bird. It's Blaine. It's the cold hearted handsome devil.
It's like the first time he wins a match by pinfall in AEW, right?
Do we got a fancy spotlight?
Because he usually taps people out.
Exactly. Red Rum. He sent Jericho to Suplex City this match.
There was a spot that was exactly the it was a tribute spot to Taz versus Jericho in ECW. Early in the match, I think right when it started, Jericho runs into Hook instead of doing the the collar and elbow, and then he gets fucking sleeper suplexed. That was like a Taz. That was the spot he did with Taz. So that's always cool. David Harris says Cody and Ospreay is like apples and oranges, totally different guys trying to do totally different things in totally different environments. Yeah, that's true. I just think everybody's entitled to believe what they want, and it's always funny how people are like, how could he have said that? This guy's a clown. I was like, damn, brother. Like, I don't even want to ask you what your favorite wrestlers are. Shit, I don't want to have the conversation with you. You don't make it fun.
I'm scared.
Like,
It's
scary. After the match, Jericho.
Hey, I want to say something that was also scary with that match real quick is, did you guys see not just the power, but the control that Hook had on like every one of those suplexes?
Oh, I know.
That was something.
My neck hurts thinking about it.
Well, did you notice Jericho's big ass bald spot?
That's what he
Can we go back and check it out?
No, I didn't take a picture. That's really mean because I'm a bald man myself. But I was like, God damn, bro. This man is losing his hair. It's very bad. Anyway. They did a segment afterwards where Jericho basically says Hook earned his respect. And it's like, okay, I don't know where we're doing with this. I guess, but it does give Hook a pin over former the original first AEW World Champion.
Yep, and a legend.
It's a big deal for Hook. Listen, I'll always say, man, people are like, Jericho's got to go, but whatever. Fuck y'all. He's fine. He's there. He did the job. He's not like killing people.
He's not Goldberging it.
No.
Did they announce something for next week in this segment?
Yeah, they did. According to Jericho, he says he asked Hook if he wants to meet him next week because he's got a proposal for him. What could that be?
Hey, yo, what?
Oh, proposal.
What are they doing?
He's making a proposition.
They're going to start dating.
I want to be your new father. I've learned from Christian the best way to get a youth is to adopt them.
And that'll be Jericho versus Taz.
I was going to say Jericho versus Taz confirmed.
On a pole match.
Custody of Hook.
Thunder Rosa versus Deonna Purrazzo. I mean, Thunder Rosa and Deonna Purrazzo versus Timeless Toni Storm and Mariah May. The Mariah May dressed as Toni Storm thing, I did not think they would drag that on for so long. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Hey? I'm not confused. I get it.
They did. It was weird.
I get the idea that they're she's her biggest fan, so she wants to dress like her, and she's a fangirl, and she's like obsessed and all that. Just weird. Like, it came out of nowhere. Like, I didn't see that shit coming at all. She wasn't that obsessed the week before she dressed like that. Like, she was fine. Like, and then now she's fucking crazy.
It's just a one-time thing. Like, imagine if that's what they did. Like, after the 2003 Rumble, they just have Christian continuing to be Chris Jericho.
I'm saying.
I don't know, man.
Well,
it's just like Mariah May herself is like a fully established person as well. Because usually when they do something like that, where it's the person being the fan, like I'd say like the exception would be like Damien Mizdow, but that was just meant to be ridiculous. But Mariah May is an established wrestler with her own established credentials.
Yeah. Yep. In this company too. It's not like, something you're just bringing up. Like, it's AEW canon. She's shit. That's her new gimmick. David Harris cosplaying forgotten mid-card wrestlers. Toni Storm's ghost. Anyway, they just got to pie her in the face for the full experience. Anyway, after the match, Deonna Purrazzo looked over at Thunder Rosa like, how dare you pin her? That was supposed to be mine.
You bitch.
So I imagine they're going to do a Thunder Rosa Deonna Purrazzo feud, which I don't have an issue with. That's going to be a great match. That should be an excellent match. But I imagine Thunder Rosa versus Toni Storm will take place at some point, since she is now pinned the world champion.
Yep.
That's the rule.
There's some people that even put, that's a title shot.
Right. There's some people that have an issue with that. They say it doesn't make sense, but I think it makes perfect sense because, like, you've proven you could beat the champion, so you should get a title shot.
That should boost you through the rankings and get you a ton of points on that.
Just so if
rankings?
Bang Gang.
They abandoned those.
The rankings, they remind you of they're as dead as Bruno right here.
Ooh, and
They lasted for 2 weeks. He didn't even try.
My man, he's just like
someone's,
me.
someone's
Anyway.
getting in trouble.
Shit.
I'm gonna look up if they actually updated these rankings now. I'm so
No.
curious.
It's
They're
been
gone.
weeks. He used to tweet them on Saturdays. It's been 2 Saturdays now.
My man.
Incredible.
Uh-oh.
Completely abandoned. Along with the concept of the Triple Crown Championship.
Oh my God! Did you see some of the comments about that?
Thank you, Tony Cap.
No, I don't really care what they have to say. I'm more for my own, like, because I really like the Triple Crown concept. I was like, God damn, it didn't last long. Lasted 3 minutes. Fuck it. Fuck it. Swerve comes out. He does a open challenge, and he gets the Butcher, who I haven't seen on AEW TV in a long time, and I missed. I was very happy to see Butcher.
And that was
Butcher, let's fucking go.
And that was a new intro, was it, on the video and the music?
They're getting new ones. A lot of people.
I thought it was the regular music.
Yeah, but different video.
It was probably a different video.
Yeah, I think they updated like a lot of like the presentation there, but it's so cool seeing Butcher. I love how his gimmick too is the fact that he's just the AEW's resident king of battle royals. Like he'll win them or he'll be in the final four consistently.
Shooting for his 57th victory ever. You know, he didn't start wrestling until AEW started, like right before that. He was like 38.
Damn.
He's 38 when he started wrestling. If Butcher
band.
had started wrestling like 10 or 15 years earlier, he would be so fucking awesome. And he'd have so many more opportunities. But he's just having fun. So like I'm not like, I need to see more Butcher on TV. If he's fine, then I'm fine. You know,
Hey, he's living his best life. You know, he's got this, he's got the band, it's doing solid.
Didn't the band
Isn't
break up?
he on more Ring of Honor too?
Maybe.
I've seen a couple of posts.
Enough.
Oh, I see the posts on like.
I should
social.
though. I don't have anything against it. I'll watch the pay-per-views.
I'll watch it for Sheeta. Just gonna say that right now.
She's there now.
That's true.
Yes.
I wanted to say too that like of all the big guys in AEW, I think Butcher's got one of the coolest looks of them all.
Oh yeah, easily.
I like him. It's the way he wrestles, the way he looks. I'm saying, man, if he had started just 10 years earlier, man, shit. Anyway, Swerve wins pretty fast. Then he cuts a promo saying that he wants to choke Joe with this chain, but all that fat ass neck or whatever, he probably won't even fit around it. Joe didn't like that one. He came out. If we can fight right now. We can fight right now.
Joey Samoa's upset from that.
Call me fat again. Call me fat again. Joe, relax. Tell him to call me fat again.
It's kayfabe. Chill out.
I will fucking kill you.
I understand why CM Punk snapped.
Don Callis comes out. He's like, Swerve, you got the same fucking record as. Well, that's not Don Callis. He's so pretty now.
Deonna Callis.
Whoa. Oh,
you could hear him over all those boos, huh?
What?
That's right. You know, people love booing Don Callis, even in Canada where he's from.
We don't accept him.
That's crazy. Where is he supposed to go? We don't want him.
No.
Europe.
God damn it. Anyway, so he tells Swerve that Takeshita has the same amount of wins as he does. So if Swerve's gonna want to move forward in the rankings, or I mean, you know, on the ideal rank, like the the idea of rankings, if he just wants to an opportunity on the ladder,
it's an actual ladder backstage.
Certainly not moving up the rankings. And fucking, you'll have to beat Konosuke Takeshita next week.
This is gonna be intense next week in Quebec.
Good matches next week.
Next week
next week is crazy. I didn't know what the fuck they were gonna say because I'm like, no way, that's next week.
It's
already got Ospreay versus Shibata.
Yeah,
they're like next week.
That'd be a big ass pot of coffee to put on.
And the Young Bucks versus a fucking Private Party.
Yeah,
I'm down.
You know,
God, I'm so down.
They're getting.
Oh my God,
it's ready to go.
It's Private Party.
Is
the best part of their entrance though is when Cheesecake himself being there, right there to
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake is the GOAT.
They gotta get him in the ring, man.
He has the look.
Very
just
world
one time. Like,
champion.
he doesn't even have to have a full match. It just has to be like a thing. Like they finally bump into Cheesecake. Wrestlers never bump into Cheesecake,
and then
but
it drops them
one time, and he just knocks their ass out.
out for 3 weeks. Out for 3 weeks.
I know he's like legit too. He's got like I think MMA training. He's got amateur wrestling background. He's been in the military.
He can break buses with a stick.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit!
I want to say too with the Butcher. Speaking of which, was this the first time Butcher ever tapped out?
I think it is.
Don't know.
Yeah, I think it is because I've never seen him submit.
Yeah, because they did. I'm like, whoa, that's something. And I don't think commentary really addressed that at all.
No. That's the bar.
Sometimes they don't have Tony Khan telling them what the fuck is going on and they don't realize. But I understand. They're in the weeds. Shit. That's AEW Dynamite this week though. That's pretty much all there was, I think.
So
Yeah.
I got something to say that's really random about the main event, actually.
What's that?
So when I said in the chat for us as Dirt Sheet, I was like, if they pull out certain things, I'm gonna laugh super hard. They pulled out the hockey stick, they pulled out the net. I was like, holy shit, we're just hitting all the stereotypes here. I was like, that's great. And then, because I'm a huge nerd, I was like, if I can name what kind of hockey stick they have, that's even worse. And I can. That's the sad part. Like, that's slightly nerdy. I'm not even kidding.
Well,
I could tell you the name.
You should do it.
You might as well. You went through all that.
Yeah.
You got to
Right
tell
on.
us now.
If you look at the stick, it said 3050 PMP. If you Google it right now, the name of the company is Sherwood. Not even kidding.
I don't know what the
You looked it
fuck
up?
any of that stuff means because I don't watch hockey.
In English,
But, hey, man.
company name is Sherwood. And then the other part's like the bottle. But it's like, as soon as I saw those parts right there, I'm such a nerd. Oh my God.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Canadian
This has
stereotypes.
been Hockey Facts with Caesar.
Woo!
English and French. Let's go.
I mean, that's been AEW Dynamite, and if you
Canada.
have to bring up a boom jobber of the night,
Hold
As
on,
we
hold
pull up
on.
here in Canada, the Trudeau of the night.
Before we get there, I want because we brought him up. If anyone doesn't know Cheesecake, that's the goat right there.
boom, Cheesecake the GOAT,
He's doing autographs in the parking lot.
the only AEW security guard with a Nike shirt.
I feel like his finisher would be like a hard punch
I
in the
didn't
throat,
get
something.
to
His finisher would be
see-
murdering someone.
I didn't get to see AEW Rampage because we were doing this, but I heard it's really good. Like I'm looking at the
now.
results, and apparently the women's street fight was like excellent, and like that means
I was
AEW hasn't
distracted.
missed.
Yeah, so if you
With,
guys would see me, anyone in the chat saw me reacting to something at the start of the show, it was certain moments from that street fight. It got brutal.
I gotta see this. I gotta see this. I'm
Yeah.
excited for that. When they announced the tag team street fight, I was like, you know what? Here we go.
It's gonna be messy.
Stabbing
They don't
on their
miss,
knees after a
man. They don't
450.
miss.
They don't.
Those women's street fights are brutal and they are fun to watch and they are just awesome.
Although they were gonna keep calling them lights out matches. Whatever happened to
No,
that?
a lights out match is something else. A
Oh,
lights
okay.
out match is
That's
yeah.
fantastic.
I mean, essentially, they're all just street fights, but
Yeah.
it's
the
got
thing-
a whole
the
different.
gimmick where AEW will not accept responsibility for the injuries that follow.
Pitch black.
Yeah,
The ring is
exactly. The
There's
show
no
has
lights on.
now ended. That's what Ring of Honor used to do. The show would end, quote unquote, and now begins the lights out match. We take no
Alright.
responsibility for what happened.
Guys,
Non-sanctioned. That's the word I was looking for.
Tony left the building. Kill each other.
Non-sanctioned. Remember when WWE had a non-sanctioned match right in the middle of the show at SummerSlam 2022?
Michaels versus Triple
2002? Yes, I've always, since I was a child, hated to call it a non-sanctioned match because it took place right in the middle of the show.
Wasn't even part of the
What do you
card. They
mean
just told him to show up.
non-sanctioned? So what was supposed to take place at that time, and why did
Random
you
concert.
guys force it to happen? Well, we had a Limp Bizkit crack addict. concert.
Oh, come on.
Very accurate to the music of the era.
Yeah, pretty much actually. Wasn't it Saliva? That was like the
I was
band?
watching WrestleMania 19 with my son, and they they come out to perform Crack Addict, and he was just like, "What the fuck is going on?" I'm singing along and shit too.
Dad?
Because I'm a crack addict. You heard me. I'm a crack addict. That's right. I'm a crack addict.
John's
I'm
chucking
addicted to
chairs.
crack. It's called some post-op status. Oh,
John's
fuck.
chucking chairs across his house.
It's time to panic.
Guys, that episode is canceled because John's in jail for breaking shit.
The music that we had in that time frame though was solid though.
The
Like,
themes.
Limp Bizkit, you had like Drowning Pool, you had Disturbed, you had Saliva. It was some
12
great
Stones
music.
was another one. That was pretty good.
Oh, I'll never forget Bring Me to Life Evanescence, which that was on No Way Out before the song actually came out.
2003, right?
Yep. No Way Out
Exclusivity.
03.
Austin Returns.
Yep. That was
Glass
one of
Shatter.
the first places a lot of people heard Bring Me to Life.
So it wasn't out yet, right? That was a
Nope.
premiere of
That
the
was-
song.
that was
That's
one of-
crazy.
Yeah.
What song is this?
Oh my god, they got Evanescence! Mom, order the pay-per-view!
It's tonight. I don't care.
You think they're gonna play the whole thing?
Just the chorus over and over and
No.
over.
Wake me up inside. Jobber of the night.
Jobber.
Of the night.
Jobber of the night that has become.
What the
Oh god.
Jobber, yeah.
Jobber of the night. I'm so
I don't know if I don't know if I thought of one before we got here.
I'll say my Jobber of the night is someone I really like and respect. I'll throw Butcher out there. He lost the match, but on top of that, he always has a great look. He looked solid this match. You know, he took on one of the top rising stars of the company. So I think this loss wasn't the worst for him. But if I had to pick one, I'm just going to throw Butcher out there because he's a goat.
Because he literally jobbed.
He's a Chad.
He's literally the jobber.
He was an actual physical jobber, but he looks cool.
All right, what about you, Caesar?
I'm gonna use the super hockey Canadian stereotype on this one, but Copes and Cage's hockey balls, because those look brutal. Those shots. Oh my god, that was brutal. Come on, a spike in the. You know what? Jeez, man.
Christian's cages. Woo!
And Copeland's hockey balls. Let's go. Those are.
And Adam's copes.
My jobber of the night is Luchasaurus because he's still stuck in his kill switch thing with no.
Oh, thank.
momentum to
I
be
know
found.
that needs to end. That needs to end.
Maybe
Just fake
Christian and
abyss.
he can deal this thing now. Deal with this thing now. Like, because
No.
this is bad. Anyway, Megastar of the night. God damn it.
I don't know who to pick.
Yeah, that's the fun part about the last couple Dynamites. It's real hard to pick a megastar.
I don't want to.
I am
Have a lot of
going
fun.
to go ahead and go with the very obvious answer. Our boy, Edge. Adam Copeland, TNT champion, looked great. Had an excellent match with his best friend, Christian, in his home country of Canada. They sung his song. I'm sure he felt that in his soul. He got to hit one of these.
I don't know if we use this image, but I wanted to pop that up there because that
Thank
was
you.
awesome.
Thank you for that. Man, Adam Copeland's going to be my megastar of the night. What about you guys?
Hmm.
You know what? I'm just gonna join in too, but I have my reasons. I'd say because it's on Canadian soil. They actually main evented, and they just went to town on each other and put on a sweet match. So that's what I got to say for that one.
Excellent. Excellent.
Worth a triple.
Yeah, there's a lot of big rising stars. I'm not gonna make this the trifecta though. Sorry, Cope.
Oh wow!
I love the match through and through, but here's the biggest thing. He didn't even need to wrestle, and he just came off as the star, the top dog. I gotta go with Aerial Assassin, Will Ospreay, bruv.
Bro.
Bro, look at this guy.
We're-
That's my man. Like everyone stood up too for when he came out. Like this guy is the star for AEW.
I keep saying it, man. I hope they don't lose that aura anyway because he's the guy. He's the top fucking guy in the company.
I have one
Feels it.
question, actually.
He feels above everyone else right now, and I think Swerve versus Ospreay is the way to go at Wembley, man. That's probably the match to have. That's so great. That's such a big thing. They've got a long history too. Like they've had matches from a long time ago. They had that viral dance off clip. They known each other for a long time. I'm sure it'd be a big deal for them, but right now, man, I don't think Ospreay can wait. Like I think it's Swerve's time now. Like you had Joe. Joe had a great run. It's gonna be Swerve's time. Swerve has some great matches, and then we got to get it to Ospreay. Like he's got to have it before this year's over.
And here's one of the things I want to say too about Ospreay real quick is Ospreay's got a lot of crossover appeal because I have quite a few friends who are just not wrestling fans, period, but they know Will Ospreay just because so many clips of him doing fun things and doing acrobatic things in the ring have gone viral.
It's mental, bruv. I was gonna say is like two things. So you're saying, John, that like, let's say Dynasty was tomorrow, put the belt on Swerve, all the way till Wembley, and then Ospreay, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would do.
And then the other thing I was gonna say is like, how's his back? Like that was like a few weeks ago still, but I'm just curious because that was pretty brutal. That
he seems fine to me. He was in there hopping around and excited and setting up another match. He's got no he's got no visible real thing going on, I guess. He didn't take his shirt off, so I don't know. But we'll find out.
The night off.
We'll
just
find
keep it
out.
Night.
Please, bro.
So
please, bro.
Before we go, boom, I will kick it off. Make sure you catch the brand new episode of Major Issues this Thursday. Tomorrow morning, Major Issues is a show where we cover comic books and all the types of superhero content. Tomorrow, we will be covering Marvel's The Ultimates from 2002 by Mark Miller. It's the book that inspired the entire look of the MCU and a lot of the like. You'll see so much of the MCU in here long before it came out. It's a great book. I will go over to in-depth issues 1 through 6 tomorrow with my boy George. Also, make sure to listen to Dirt Sheet Radio. Catch us every single day. Monday after Raw, Tuesday after NXT, Wednesday after Dynamite, Thursday after Impact, Friday after SmackDown, Saturday and Sunday after pay-per-views. And on Thursday mornings, the Dirt Sheet Radio flagship newscast with me, Nick, and Greg.
And Bruno.
Frequent guests. God damn it. They all show up and it's a fun time, and we show up in the middle of the goddamn night. We go live and nobody knows, but everybody shows up. And then you can watch us archived, or you can listen to the podcast everywhere podcasts are found. Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, your asshole. I don't care where you listen to it at. Just listen to the podcast. Please. It's so good. I swear. Nick.
Yes, sir.
You got some things you want to plug?
Gotta get into Excalibur mode for this one. All right, so my brother Tony runs the Cold Case Project. It's a channel that focuses on all kinds of disappearances, murders, and other cold cases. So make sure you go check that out if you're into true crime content. A lot of it's some longer form content as well. So it's about hour long, hour and a half, 2-hour videos. So make sure you go check that out. If anyone is a Halo fan around here, then your boy Neek is going to be on the Halo Mod Showcase. A month from now, actually, I believe it is. So go check that out. I will be on Ruby of Blue, Ruby's Rebalanced Halo 2 mod. I'll be doing one of the voices on there. And on top of that, hey, you're into any type of aromatherapy, check out monq.com. That is monk.com. And for any of your orders, make sure that you use promo code DSR10. That is DSR10, so you can get 10% off your purchase of Monk Aromatherapy. That's all I got.
That's all.
Incredible.
Oh, of course, guys. As always, I'm the last one in the group and the Canadian one in the group this week because where was it, like 3 weeks in Canada for Dynamite? I know it's 2 weeks for sure. But anyways, as always, I'm here with these guys every Wednesday doing the AEW Dynamite review, and I'm always on the Monday Night Raw review with Tyler and Eduardo. So I hope you guys come through that time and next week for this one.
All right, and I forgot the Delphin Pod shows. Go check out the Delphin Pod shows. They are available everywhere podcasts are found. Google Delphin Pod. They've got Revenge of the Sequel. They basically do podcasts about cinema and pop culture content. They got Revenge of the Sequel, where they cover sequel movies. They've got Countdown to Skywalker for Star Wars. They got Countdown to Infinity for the Marvel stuff. They got all types of awesome content, including the Dirt Sheet Radio flagship podcast. So make sure to check out the Delphin Pod line of podcasts. And I mean, that's really all we got to talk about today. Thank y'all for joining us, man. This has been fun. Thank you, Ellis. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Ellis.
And thank you, Troy. Troy caught y'all out there, man.
Woo!
Thank y'all for joining us, man. We're going to have a good night.
Bruno.
We don't talk about that motherfucker here.
No, he doesn't work here.
Peace.